Oh no, Robo.
Hey everybody, it's Pwnd from OhNoRobo, and I am here playing Darkwood. Darkwood is a top-down survival horror game from Acid Studios, and before I really get into the game, I want to go ahead and thank Acid Wizard Studios for giving me a chance to play the game. I got in contact with them, and they were nice enough to give me a key to review the game or do a let's play or whatever I really wanted to do with it. So I really appreciate that. These guys, from what I've done so far, from what I've experienced so far, I'm really liking this game. But I'm starting from the beginning. I haven't played a lot. This is the prologue. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to try to keep the commentary to a minimum so we can keep it, kind of moving along. And again, I haven't done much in the game yet because I kind of want some of it to be a surprise. So for you and for me the first time, and I'd rather you see that, see how I experience it in the same way. So let's go ahead and start out. One of the things I noticed here, I mean, the game definitely has a Hotline Miami feel to it as far as the way that the character moves and everything, but it's slower, and it should be. It's a little bit slower paced. But anyway, I'm going to jump right into it, and I'll kind of get into more of that as we go along. You can search by clicking, and you can see here I have a little item menu over here. You can search around. This guy, I don't really know who he is. There's a little story at the beginning, but it's mostly just text. Tells you that he's been in here kind of hiding. He's in his little house. Something's gone wrong. Oh, and you can move the chair. He's got a lot of potatoes too. He still has some left. I would say he's got more than some. He's got a lot. Alcohol distiller to make moonshine. Again, you can do some crafting in this game. You can make items, which is really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and just start moving along here so we can keep the pace moving. So as you can see, your character has a little V shape ahead of him, a little cone, a little view cone, which is basically his line of sight. You've got, from what I understand, there's a flashlight that you get at some point, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm going to go ahead and do what I need to do, and that is to go in this bedroom. And you can examine things just by clicking them. You'll get this little eye icon, and you can kind of get some little elements of the story thrown in there. You can switch the lamps on and off. There's a radio in the other room that you can manipulate as well. But we need to go to this wardrobe here and open it up. And as you can see, we've got some items in here. And what you can do here is actually you can do like a quick inventory shift. If you just hold Control and click, you can move them over. We got a rag, we got a front door key, which we definitely need. Wood, and these matchsticks. I know there's a quicker way to do this, but I'm just going to click all of them over. Okay, so I got that. And you will, that's one of the things too about the game is that you'll need items. Items play a big part in it. The game is not a straight up action survival horror game, which is a good thing. It's more of a slow burn, which I like. You have to be careful with your time. Right now, I don't really have any gripes with it. I'm trying to get used to the controls. The hardest thing for me is running, and I can do it, but you have to hold the shift key in order to run with the WASD keys that move you up and down. With that said, let me go over this real quick too. The way that you move now, for me, naturally, I kind of think about the Resident Evil style controls, where the direction you're looking, as long as you press forward, you're going to go in that direction. But it's not so with this game. You actually if you press W, you're going to move forward no matter what. If you press D, you're going to move right. If you press A, you're going to move left. If you press S, you're going to go down, and so on. You can move diagonally, etc. The movement just takes some getting used to. It's not bad. It just takes some getting used to. Okay, go ahead and go in this room. There's not much to it. I know there's a trapdoor here that I can't actually get into yet because I don't have a lockpick, and I think if you press tab, yeah, you can do some crafting. We're not really going to do any of that right now. I'm not going to mess with it. Also, if you have a plus icon, as you can see here, if you look, it says Trapdoor Search. There's a plus icon. If you hold the left mouse button, it'll open up this little menu here. So you can either open or use a lockpick. And I don't have any lockpick, so I can't actually get in the trapdoor right now. So that's something that we're not going to mess with at the moment. I don't know if it's going to happen later or what. Anyway, I also was going to check this room out. I don't think I can open this door yet. You can barricade. Barricade, from what I understand, I did a little reading. Again, don't have any lockpicks. Barricading is going to be really important, and since the game relies on you finding items in order to do certain things, actually I'm going to turn on the radio so we get a little tunes in here. There we go. Ooh. Creepy music. Okay, we got a camera. Pop that in there. And a photograph. And as you can see here, there's a ghastly face, which is creepy. And you can see the date here, December 6th, 1985. So it's set in the 80s, which is awesome. Because I love the 80s. And not just for the crazy cool pop music. I was born in the 80s, so. Alright. It's got some cages in here. We're going to turn this off, actually, because it's going to get kind of loud. I do like it, though. I like having that option to turn that on. Let's get some more light in here. Alright, so we're going to go this way. Open the door. Oh, and I can use the key that I found in the wardrobe to open the door. The door is now unlocked. Okay, so you move outside. Now, this part makes me sad. I'm going to be honest with you. So, this guy has a dog. And my dog, I don't think he's going to make it. I should end his suffering. So if you're like me and you have any kind of sympathy for this poor mutt, you got to put it out of its misery. So what you need to do, and you actually, if you look over here, you've got wood logs. You're going to need wood planks. Let me go ahead and move these over. And nails. Nails have been kind of scarce. I know that I'm going to need more to be able to barricade these doors up. I'm pretty sure in the main game you have to barricade yourself in when it becomes nighttime so that the enemies can't get to you. And the well is going to play a big part as well. The well is going to play a big part as well. That sounds really redundant. But yeah, you're going to apparently need to drink water to stay alive and not decay. So we're going to go ahead and jump over the fence. You press the space bar to jump over the fence. Now, over here, you're going to find an axe. The axe is the first real weapon that you're going to find. Go ahead and pick that up, and I'm going to hotkey it. I'm going to pull up the inventory item. You press tab to do that. Actually, I don't remember how to... Oh, here it is. Here's the axe. And I'm going to put that in slot 2. And go ahead and take that out by pressing 2. Alright, so we're going to need to use the axe to get through right here at this tree. Alright? And I'll go over how we actually use the axe when we go and take care of the poor dog. Okay, repair kit. We definitely need these. Okay. And the more wood planks, the better. Alright, so let's go back over here, and unfortunately, I have to show you how to use the axe in a very depressing way. You see what I'm saying about the running? I'm having trouble because I would actually prefer it if I could run in whatever direction the mouse is looking, but it doesn't work that way. That's something they may change. I don't know. As of right now, I mean, it's doable, but it's going to make the game a little bit more intense, which might be a good thing, or it could be really annoying. Alright, so the poor dog, we got to put him out of his misery. Now, how you do that is you actually need to, as you can see at the top there, you hold the right mouse button to take the aim, and then while holding it, you click it. So you see how he aims here? It's red, it means he's ready to swing, and click the left button. And we've put the poor little dog out of his misery. And let's have a moment of silence. Okay, that's long enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep moving on here. Back over the fence. So far there's been no enemies to speak of, but again, this is the prologue. There's not much happening yet. This is just a way to open up the story. So we're going to do what we just learned to do on this tree. We're going to raise it up and chop. And we're going to do it again. Chop. Okay, now we can go through. And as you can see, things are not going well. There looks to be some sort of... I'm guessing that's a horse. So there must be some sort of infection. It gets a little ambiguous right now. And again, it says left shift to run. You have to get used to it. It's just really tough, and I'm not used to it yet, so I'm learning. I'm getting a little better at it. Yeah, the atmosphere is very... One thing I noticed too, and I want to comment on this, is like the graphics as far as the look at the foliage, like the trees and the ground. I mean, like the way they wave, and they're kind of... I know it's top down, so saying foreground, I don't know if that sounds right, but yeah, you can see as you move, branches move, which is a really cool detail. I really like the feel of it. And there aren't many top-down survival horror games that I can think of. This is the only one I know of. It's very refreshing. And we got some crows, but since it's a horror game, we're going to call them ravens. I know they're different, but whatever. We're going to go with ravens. Alright, so let's keep walking here. We're going to go through this little ridge. Okay. Now, from what I understand again here too, we've got light. Like you can see, it looks like he's holding a flashlight, but he's not. It's just, again, what he can see in front of him. So it gets darker in certain areas, and that cone will actually kind of diminish. We'll go up here, we can see a body. You have to have something in your line of sight, and you have to be close enough to it to be able to interact with it. Even if you see it, as you can see, okay, as I move the cone away, there's a little circle around the character that shows his immediate, proximity vision, and then you've got the cone, so when you move it, oh, okay, now you can see the body. So let's search the corpse. Okay, great, we got more wood, which we definitely need, and more matches, which we'll need for fire, and rags. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Okay, now, I don't think this, no, it's not this way, it's back this way. I like to kind of move slow too, because I don't want to miss anything. But I know the prologue isn't very long. We just need to get to a certain point. Okay, these parts of the woods are dark. I should craft a torch. Yeah, so we're going to actually make a torch, and it shows us how we can do that. In the crafting side, it'll actually tell you what you can craft. Okay, so there are two different kinds of torch, from what I understand here. This one uses gasoline, this one uses moonshine or alcohol, which I do have, so I can craft it. And all you have to do is left click and it crafts. So it's pretty simple, and that's good. You don't want it to hold you up too long in this kind of game. Alright, so we're going to put the torch on 3, and I'm actually going to go ahead and take that out. Now, they don't last forever. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to take the torch and go this way. See, now I can actually see. Okay, I'm going to run a little bit. Again, I suck at the running. Still working on it, guys. I'm working on it, guys and girls. Don't want to diss the ladies, for those of you ladies out there watching. Alright, so here we go. Now, this is a house. As you can see here, there's no barricade. But you can choose to barricade. Now, I can't right now because I don't necessarily have enough tools. I need 7 nails. You need 3 wood planks and 7 nails to craft a barricade. That's something that's going to come into play after the prologue is over. From what I've seen. Again, I haven't seen much. I've wanted to kind of take this, at a fresh pace. I don't really want to know much about it. But I do know that barricading is going to be a big part of the game because you have to protect yourself at night. Combat is also very difficult from what I understand, so it's not something you want to rush into doing. You want to try to avoid confrontation. Kind of keeps it intense as well. You can fight. I know you can find guns, but the game doesn't really encourage you to fight. Okay, there's another corpse here. We're going to examine it. In a few days, it will be completely absorbed. So it seems like, and again, I like that I have no idea what's going on. The body looks pretty disfigured. Absorbed. Does it mean absorbed as in it's just going to fade away into the ground? I'm going to search for clothes. We've got some more rags here. Alright, I don't know. I'm curious about it. It's one of the things I like about the game so far. Okay, so again, we can go down here and kind of take a look. Some more clothes. There's nothing in there. We're going to go in the house, look around. There's not much in here. Again, another thing that I've noticed is that you can find places like this, and you can choose to fortify them or not. One of the important things is that when night starts to come, you need to have somewhere to stay. If you're outside at night, you're screwed. That's what I have read, and I am a little nervous about that because I have a feeling that's going to happen to me a few times, but hopefully it won't be that bad. So we're going to keep on moving, going this way, and we're going to come to the end of the prologue in just a moment. We're going to keep walking. There's not really much else we can do over there unless I miss something. And if anybody if you've played the game and you see something I missed, just let me know in the comments. I'm trying to get through it at a decent pace so that it doesn't become boring. Okay, I'm in some wading through some water here. Here we go. This is the person I need to talk to. But I'm just for curiosity's sake, I'm going to go up here. Oh, the torch went out. I don't know if that's because I went in the water or what. Okay, I think this one is still alive. We're going to go ahead and go to him. Unconscious man, search. He has a key. If there is an exit out of these woods, this must be the key to it. Take the key. Okay. Now we'll watch this cutscene. He's unconscious. The little rat didn't make it into his hole. If he's got the key, he must know where the door is. God, this music is great. Only pests like him know how to get out of these woods. I wonder why he's calling him a pest. Must be some... Okay, of course he won't willingly tell me anything. But this, however... So I guess he's going to give him some sort of truth serum? Or truth... You know, there's I see it a lot in movies. Doesn't really matter. You can give someone a shot and they'll start telling you the truth. Okay, so here we go. We got the guy that we just found. And now, guess what? We are that guy. Now, I have not played from here, period. So this is a good stopping point right now. I'm going to stop here for the first video, and when we pick up, we're going to really get into the meat of the game. Again, if you see anything I missed in the prologue, let me know, but as of right now, we're going to really pick up after this. This is Pwnd from OhNoRobo. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the next video up very soon, and we will really start to explore more of Darkwood. I'll see you soon.